Hey everybody, this is 54 News Star bringing you some more World of Tanks on the NVIDIA, was it GT 610 or something like that? Really good graphics card on my brother's computer until he upgrades to something else, but so far it's going to work for us. Alrighty, let's see, we're going to start out with the M3. I'm going to show you basically my list of tanks. This is my fastest one, ranking at 61 top speed and 45 traverse speed. Armor on the front is 38, sides 25, and on the back it is 25. So not the best, but I really like how I can take heavy fire in the front without, too much worry, unless it's a huge gunner. So shell damage comes in at 30 to 50, and shell penetration comes in at 42 to 70. Rate of fire is at 26 shells per minute. I do have braces on, so it's a bit hard to talk. Traverse speed for the turret is at 48, and view range is clocking in at 330. Signal range is at 615, and hit points is 240. Inch power is 350. So I do have AP rounds and HE rounds on this. I have everything basically knocked out of this tank. I have everything maxed out. So it should be a pretty good scouting pretty good scouting tank. This is a one moment, let's accelerate these guys learning. This is a light tank, so it's not a super duty, and even its gun is not that big and heavy. It is a scouting thing, so let's go scout. Now, you can play a light tank as a medium if you do have it beefed up. I can't. I'm an M3 Stewart, and I'm clocked in on the bottom tier. I can basically penetrate nobody, do harm, yes, but not damage anybody, unless it's the T70 up to the T50. But the T50 can probably knock me out with 2 hits. Again, I'm playing this on maximum graphics. I am getting basically a lot of frames per second, so I like get like 60 frames per second, so I'm doing awesome right now. Let's see where we're gonna go.
Move out.
I believe I'm gonna be headed down here. For a moment, I'm gonna go to my options settings. And I'm going to go to graphics, and it's set on maximum, yes, but I want markers, yes, vehicle icon, tier, model, and I want a health indicator of the player's name. So, okay, we're going to say, okay, our team. Icon. Basically, I want all this stuff. Let's see. Okay, on that. Okay, so that gives me more info on who I'm actually dealing with. We'll be playing with the M3 Stewart today and the M5 Stewart today. Well, it looks like we get the SU. We got a good. We got somebody to worry about over there. It's got a good reload. Oh, I got somebody over here. he's camping.
Critical hit.
Critical hit, but no damage. And he's already alerted to my presence. So I should actually get out of here, or move from the location. He is now trying to find me. I put brakes on full back to allow me to,
One of our tracks is damaged. We've lost a track.
See if I can. Yeah, this is a losing game. As a scout, I can't really change any of that due to the fact that, I will be taken out very easily. I can disturb them, I can anger them, but I can't damage them. Well, I can damage them, I just can't hurt them too hard. I can stay alive, though. Come in, Junior. Shoot, that was a miss. That was a miss.
We've lost it.
Yeah.
This vehicle has had it.
At that point, T1 heavy, yeah, I got no chance. They already took out most of the lights. So basically, I am dead. We only have 3 people left. We're gonna see if we can capture the flag, which they should have done earlier.
One of our tracks is damaged. They killed our driver. We're covering his position, but not very well.
Again, our only chance is to basically capture the area, which we could actually do. Again, all our newbie players decided to get shot, and I wasn't in a group, and even if I was, I could not penetrate anybody. I shot several guys, well, 1 or 2 guys, and, we didn't, we didn't win. Well, we did win, actually. Excuse me. But I wasn't able to kill anybody. Okay, let's look at the point score. I'm on the bottom. I shot a guy. Enemy spotted 1. Splash. Okay, so I do have, it's hits versus. No, I did hit somebody. It just didn't say, what we call it. It hit, penetrated or hit a target. I just couldn't do any damage to him. So again, we're going to go with the M3 Stuart before we head to the M5 Stuart. M3, again, if you get into a flat area, you can actually do some damage. Or in a light housing area. This is not a tank you want to take into a city. You will be surrounded and destroyed very easily, unless you're with 6 of your other buddies. This is a spot the enemy, then get your butt out of dodge ASAP, because you will be blown to bits. I'm facing T28s, M8 A1, AMX 40 Luchas, M5 A1 Stuart, Panzers, Marauders. Marauders can take me out quick, very easily, even if they're tear down. On our side is an M3 Lee, a Matilda, T28 Hetzer, and looks like we do have a chance of winning. I'm not gonna say, oh no, we're just gonna die. We do have a chance, but it's how the players play them. I'm a scout tank right now. I'm gonna scout out who's going to take us on, probably smiting and sniping. Dang it. Dang it. Yeah, I was rammed into. But I did half damage. taking out his track too. So again, that was a little quicker than I thought it would be. I thought I'd do some scouting. Let's see, what's upgrade to the M5 Stewart. Again, this is me learning a new computer, and yes, I did some decoration on the M5 Stewart. It's really nice. I really like it. It's actually supposed to be for foresty area. First time I used it was in snow, and I was like, oh shoot. So, we're in the Abbey this time. It's a decent area. Again, I'm on the bottom against ranked with Covonater, but we're up against a TOG, a Type 58, KV-1S, an M6, KV-1s, T1 Heavy, M7 Panzer IVs. On our side is a T1 Heavy, M7 Panzer IV, A2, A20, T50, M6, and KV-1S. Not the best group out of the bunch. Maybe the Cromwell is equal to a TOG. Probably not. Again, I get really beaten up on these maps because I actually sold some of my heavies.
Let's get this show on the road.
Not heavies, but mediums. And so, probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, we're going to go into the side route where some of these other tanks are going to go, which is easy to control as long as you don't get overrun. So I'm going to go with these guys and help them out, because I do have a good gun on this tank. This gun is equal to a medium light gun, so I do have the ability to help out when needed. Again, these guys are T1 Heavy and the KV-1S, so I am ranked pretty good. Well, I'm not ranked, but they are ranked pretty good. They're probably wondering why I'm here. You know, I'm a small tank compared to them. I can probably hide pretty good compared to them and defend myself. But let's go check up here. You know, I don't have the horsepower to get up there. Dang it. Just gonna do some spotting, but apparently I can't do that. I don't have the shoot. And I don't have the one shot and I'm dead. See, I'm up against KV-1, so basically, literally, when I've been playing scouts, I've been knocked out. Hope we win the game. I'm gonna change pace and move to the Covonater, or no, sorry, my M2 medium tank, which has the same armoring as my M3 Stewart. My Covonater has better armor, so I guess we're gonna go play with this bad boy. I am 5,000 points away from getting a Crusader, so that should be interesting. Again, this is just a video to go over my tanks that I have. We're gonna go into a little bit more battles later, go into artillery, SPGs, anti-tanks, which is really good. Okay, this time on Covonater, I am ranked in the middle, which is really good. Our worst enemy is probably the KV-1. The M3 Stewart can do damage. M5 Stewart is deadly to us due to the fact that, you know, you have an upgraded gun on it. The howitzer gun on it, you can do damage to the Covonator. On our side, though, we do have a medium 3 KV-1, several of them, a Crusader, Churchill 1. So we do have some pretty good tanks. Very interesting. I'm actually going to go in the lower hills. I've tried going up high, and I do get, you know, usually if I'm the last one hiding, I usually get blown to bits pretty easily. Well, not the last one hiding, but usually the last one standing. I'm usually defending everybody else's butt. And the graphics are very nice on this game, but they are single core graphics, which means you don't need a huge processor to play it. A decent graphics card and you will survive. We do have somebody spotting us, probably maybe artillery. They did do some damage. I do have the ability to take out guys anyway. Try to scare them away from the village. We do have a KV-1. I can't get a good aim on him, but maybe I can shoot around him. There's a Crusader who's just, you know, hiding out. We do have a guy nearing our base, so I will, you know, warn them. Defend base. Hello, boys. And then I do have to be worried about, you know, getting flanked. I was a little slow on that. And this is a good sniping point. But my shells do take a bit long, so I hope I am I'm kind of wondering how come my shells aren't doing any damage or anything like that. I'm like, come on, you're right there. You're holding still.
Critical hit. We're done for. Everyone get out.
And basically, I got no protection from my buddy, the Crusader, who just decided to do jack. Sorry, my French. He just, you know, decided to hang out. It's what we call a sitter. He's probably a, what do you call it? Yeah, he's even facing the wrong way. So he's probably a, what do you call it, a spy? I mean, literally, he could have, you know, protected me, or at least fired off, you know, scary shots. That's what I do for some other guys. I'll just, you know, if I can't hit him, I'll hit around them. The Crusader is a spy, basically. Could have easily helped out. Instead, you know, he decided not to. I mean, is he? I don't know. Most likely is. I've had, you know, guys who've done that and suddenly they're off the board because they, you know, they are. Which is really kind of annoying. You're winning the battle and suddenly you lose, and it's because, you know, some guy was giving away your positions. It's really kind of annoying. And I was doing pretty well in my sniping position. So again, we're going to go into Crusader, no, sorry, the Covonater, again, you know, just give us a last battle and, you know, something to look at. Again, I am not the best guy on the field, but I do have my good days, and we all have our bad days. So, this is the game. So again, I am ranked on the middle lower end against Marauders M5A1, a Covonator. A Hetzer, Wolverine, Churchill 1, M7, Panzer 4. On our side is a KV1, M4, M7, Su-85, Wolverine, M3 Lee. So, you know, we are we on the weaker side? Could be. I do know that I can take out M7 Priest and the Wisp pretty good. I can deal with the Covonater. And Wolverine, if I'm angled right, their shells do just fly off. If I'm angled right. And if they hit the head. So this map, I'm actually going to... Usually I'm hiding right there. It does work sometimes, but I'm going to go this way. And again, as a light tank, this is a light tank, you're supposed to do support. Injure some guys, you're not actually expected to kill anybody. If you can, great work, but you can't always, you know, damage guys. Or even hurt them, literally. You could be firing all day and no damage at all. So I can't even hit him. Okay, where am I? I got a guy right in front of me. Just found a guy.
Critical hit.
Again, I usually, this game I'm gonna hang back. I don't want to be shotted or taken out too early out of the game. And I think we are a pretty good team. We just met up against a new team. I'm going to apply support here and not go in full throttle. We do have one guy out there.
Critical hit.
Did injure somebody. Again, that's what I'm supposed to be here for. Not really a guy that, you know, takes on tanks full way. Okay, we just took out somebody else. Again, we have to worry about these. We got a, you know, what is he? Churchill. Another tank to worry about, so I don't really want to grab this too fast. Again, we still have, you know, 11 minutes on the clock. I can apply some support here. Again, he's on the other side of the hill, so I'm not going to be taken out. Okay, we do have some guy named Lucas. Again, I want to be kind of careful here. He's trying to take our base, but it seems like it didn't work. We got 2 tanks over there, and maybe there's 2 others on the way. So this was a one. Usually, if you go in groups, but not like group them to where you're easily going to get shot. If you go in groups, you got a nice mixture of light and heavies together, you're going to be doing really well. like we just did here. I mean, we just lost like 5 guys, which is really good. I got 11,000 points. I am not premium, so I don't get all the extra stuff. Let's see. I did do 42 damage. I didn't get a whole lot of points. Again, I am a support tank. Enemies damage 2. Let's see. Damage 42. Penetrations 2. Direct hits 3. Shots fired 9. Not bad. Not too bad. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. And that was the M3, M5, and the Covonater. See you guys later.